911, what is the address of the emergency?
This is a drill, this is a drill, this is a drill. Shots fired at Carroll High School.
On Saturday, February 24th, NACS administrators, the Huntertown Fire Department, and the Allen County Sheriff's Department participated in several exercises at Carroll High School. This training was a continuation of a session held in November. However, this session went beyond medical training and included an active shooter scenario. The participants reviewed what was learned at the November meeting, while student volunteers were given fake wounds. These wounds were made using makeup and fake blood. They included bruises and gunshot wounds, both fatal and non-fatal. Their purpose was to add an element of realism to the exercises. The volunteers were spread around the building and given specific roles to play.
I was one of the guys who was shot but was still alive, and so it was more of like there was one point where I was trying to get into a door, but I was shot, so I just laid by the door and waited for help to come.
The job of the participants was then to practice coordination between all three departments in high-stakes situations.
It taught us how to enter a building, with who, how many, how to treat life bleeding that may occur, and it would definitely help us to extract and get patients out of the structure to a hospital much quicker.
The training included 3 scenarios. In both the first and second scenarios, there were less than a dozen students concentrated in the 1012 library, and participants had to judge how to approach the situation. In the third scenario, the students were dispersed throughout the hallways from the grand staircase to the library, as well as in the English wing. NACS Chief Operations Officer John Miller posed as a shooter, using a track starter pistol, to make the situation as real as possible. Administrators updated the police and fire departments about the situation. They even called 911 to see how a call would take place. Once sure of their safety, administrators could also help others. The job of the police and fire departments is more active. The police check for threats and escort the emergency medical technicians into the school to evacuate students. While the EMTs work, the police continue searching the cleared area for more victims.
I think that, people need to practice what they're going to do in a situation that's going to be high stress, very tense, and so I think that just running through it a couple times would really be good to prepare.
Many found that the intensity made this training feel real for everyone involved.
Just to have SWAT guys, stepping over you, to have EMS, run into your aid, I had a SWAT guy drag me out of the hallway just to get me to protection. It was just the things, how real it felt. It almost as this like a little bit of reality was kind of kicking in.
At first, it was like all laughs and giggles and whatnot, and as soon as we heard the first gunshot, it was like, that's for real. And after that, it was super serious.
The student volunteers felt safer after seeing the training that the first responders went through.
I feel really safe knowing that they have taken all the precautions and all the administrators know what to be done if this would happen.
Although impossible to be 100% prepared, participants today are now leaving with confidence in their abilities to respond to situations like this. For Studio 415, I'm Demi Wilhelm.